Hello my friends, it's Nina. Welcome back. Or welcome for the first time. Everyone is welcome here. Today I have a pretty interesting, exciting video prepared for you. As the title says, I am going to be showing you a full-on tour about my Notion. So I've talked about Notion a couple times on my channel. I have used it for, I want to say almost a year now. And I've gotten requests about showing my Notion, how I use it to organize my life, stay productive, all that. And when I say that this program has changed my life, it kind of did. I spend a lot of my day on Notion, organizing my life. And it has actually helped me maintain a schedule, get myself together, even things outside of scheduling such as planning big projects, writing lists, pretty much anything. Notion has helped a lot, so I am excited to talk about it, and I'm going to show you my simple and hopefully cute Notion setup. I also do want to thank Notion for sponsoring this video. I was so excited when they reached out to me. I heard about Notion a long time ago because of my friends. I wanted to check it out for myself and I fell in love with it, and then when they reached out to me, it was a full circle. So thank you to Notion for partnering with me on this video, and I am just going to get right into it. Okay, so I'm going to shrink myself into a tiny little bubble, circle, or square, depending on how I edit this video. But this is my Notion. So I primarily use Notion as my life planner, but I also do organize bigger projects on Notion as well, such as my YouTube, my Webtoon. It's honestly great to plan projects, take notes if you're in school, and plan bigger things. So it's not just a planner, but you can literally organize your entire life with this. So it's been a lot of fun. This is my homepage. It is very simple. I am going to say right now that my Notion is very simple. I am very straightforward. I don't want it to have things that I won't use, so I try to make it as practical as I can for myself. Here is a look at the entire page. Got this section, my week planner, week at a glance, and my month calendar. This combines my personal life and my work life. It's the first thing that I go to basically. Also, I do use Notion on my laptop, on my desktop, my iPad, even my phone. It's available on pretty much any device, which is amazing. It's very convenient. So up here we have a cover. You can change your cover using the change cover button. I like to just use links so I don't take up storage on my laptop. You can paste an image link. All you have to do for this, I can actually kind of show you. My Notion is pretty much anime themed, mostly Studio Ghibli, but in general anime themed. So I like to look up, for instance, anime cooking GIF. Don't come at me for the way that I say GIF, but actually instead of anime cooking, I'll do anime nature scene. See, there are lots of pictures, and I will just click on it and then copy image address and then paste it. So that's what I do for all of my covers, and I insert GIFs as you can see here. This is from Kiki's Delivery Service. This is from Whisper of the Heart, some of my favorite Studio Ghibli movies. And then here I have an icon. This is, I'm assuming, the Golden Gate Bridge. I am from the Bay, so home. This is basically home. And then another thing I did, I changed the font of this page to mono. There's also serif and default. I used to have it, I can even show you right now, but there's the default option, serif option. Serif is cute. And then I also went with full width. If you unclick it or turn it off, it becomes much more condensed, but I like to have it full width. And then I have my directory here. I have an upcoming section and a shopping list. These are my go-to things. Under the directory, I have my YouTube studio, Webtoon studio. I even made a TikTok studio because I want to be more active on TikTok. Why do my joints keep popping? I'll get into my studios in a second, but I have an upcoming section as well. This is kind of my future to-do section. And a feature that I like is this add a new to-do section, because I don't want to add in a to-do list block every time. So this is its own little function. All you have to do is add a block. We're going to go all the way down. Did I pass it? No, I didn't. We're going to use template button, and then you can call it anything you want, and it will create this add a new to-do function, and I love using that. And I'm just going to Command Z, delete it. So I crossed off kidney stone medication because I have a kidney stone. I've had it for a month now, but I had to pick up some meds at the hospital that I go to, so I checked that off. Where is my... Ooh, I don't have an archive here. I am quickly going to make an archive. So the way that I like to do it, I'm going to add and block here, and then I'm going to create a page, and this is going to be my archive. This is a very quick thing that you can do, and then if I have a finished task, I will put in the archive, so it's gone. It's a little easier than pressing delete. And then I have a shopping list here. For instance, if I... oh god, why is everything messed up? So that's my section here. I'm going to move down into my week planner. I made it all yellow because yellow is a nice happy color. I also like to use this little divider, kind of separates things. Another thing that I love about Notion is how visual it is. You can customize it any way you want, make it as cute as you want, and you can play around with colors, fonts. I have a Nina's week little section, and then under it I have this little quote block. This one says, I hope you have a good week. So I have Sunday here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then here's my archive or finished tasks. So here I just throw in tasks according to the day. I like to break up my days into time as well. So if I finished tasks, I'm going to drag it into the finished task archive. And then if I want to add a new to-do, I added this template button, and then every week I change the date. But I also, when I schedule my time, I like to write in the actual task that I complete, because if I write edit video, it can kind of be overwhelming sometimes. You don't know how much of the video you want to finish. So I like to say, oh, let's do the rough cut today. Tomorrow I'll add in text, I'll add in music. In general, I think it's a good idea to break down your tasks even more. If you're studying for an exam, write on one day, go over the study guide. The next day, write in the chapters or sections you want to study. Just break it down. It makes your life less overwhelming. So that's my week planner, and then under that I have this weeks at a glance view. It's just very nice to look at. But there is this task section, and I have my tasks kind of organized in the order of when I need to finish them, and you kind of visually get to see when things are going to happen. You just have to add, just gonna scroll a bit, a timeline view, and then you can create a timeline. This just gives me a better look at the coming weeks. For instance, in 2 weeks I have to publish another Webtoon episode, so I get to see it coming. And then I have it viewed at by week, but there's also month, quarter, year, hours, anything you want. And then down here I have my month view. Right here there's a calendar view. So here's my personal calendar. This is where I combine any aspect of my life, whether it's just life appointments, birthdays, YouTube videos, Webtoons, other projects, travel, things like that. Everything goes here into this calendar. So I categorize all of my events into different sections. So for instance, I have to upload a new episode of my Webtoon soon, and I have a type, and then it is Webtoon. There is YouTube, life, Webtoon, travel. So for every event there is a category. So I have all of my YouTube related stuff, I have my life related stuff, Webtoon. Also, this is a secret between us, don't tell anyone else, but I am going to Korea soon. I will make an official announcement later. Don't tell anyone else though, okay? It's only between you guys on YouTube and me. So this is the month of April, and then May. I have a bunch of things planned as well. Next to my personal calendar, I have my videos calendar. This is what it looks like. The reason why I have a separate calendar for my YouTube stuff is because I did want to separate my YouTube related projects from my life so that I can see it better. This database is part of my YouTube schedule. It's actually literally my YouTube schedule. If I change it into the calendar view, this is what it looks like. All of my videos are organized, but you can change it into a table view just like this, a board view. Another great feature with Notion, you can change the way that you see your database. And then I have my Webtoon calendar. This is where I organize the Webtoon episodes themselves without seeing the clutter of my life, of my videos. It's all just clean. I do have a Webtoon schedule, and this is what it looks like as a table, as a board, and as a calendar. So that is pretty much my homepage. Moving on to my personal section, or my personal page. It has a more dreamy pastel theme to it because this is where all of my hopes and dreams lie. Again, I changed the cover to this scene from Spirited Away, another favorite movie of mine. And then this is titled Nina's Personal. Here I have my goals. What did I write? Drink at least 2 hydro flasks worth of water. Yes, actually that's a reminder. Stay hydrated. I'm gonna drink some water now. I actually had a lot of water this morning. We're gonna stay hydrated. We're not gonna have any more kidney stones, hopefully. I do know they come back though, so. Anyway, another goal I have, stretch every morning, walk outside every morning for at least 30 minutes, tidy room every Sunday, sleep before 12 a.m. I just like to write little goals here. I have my ideal work routine. Honestly, it's very complicated. I was just about to speak Korean right now. I was gonna say it's very 복잡해. I was trying to figure out how to divide my YouTube and Webtoon time. Anyway, I also have a breakfast page. I actually decorated it a lot. So I have another scene from Kiki's delivery service, and then I have this gift from Howl's Moving Castle, another favorite of mine. And then for my breakfast section, I have this quick, simple to no prep section for breakfast when I'm on the go. And then I have my favorite places for takeout. I have to update this list though. And then down here I have my breakfast recipes database. I have not finished it either, but it's where I like to organize breakfast. It also gives me an idea of what groceries I need to get. I also have lunch. Oh, I love this as well. It has this sort of green theme. We've got a cute little lunchbox here, and then this gift from Adventure Time. I love Adventure Time. And I also have a takeout section, dine in. It just kind of gives me an idea of places that I like to go to for lunch, and then if I want to cook, I have my lunch recipe section. I have not updated it all that much, so I have to add a whole lot more. Maybe I'll add snacks here as well. And then dinner, it has a green-brown theme to it, which I have not finished either, but I hope to get back into it. And then what's in my bag just kind of is a list of products that I like to carry around in my bag. Kind of also gives me a reminder of things that I need to buy. And then here I have my future project section. These are all top secret. I was thinking of blog ideas, Patreon. I don't have a Patreon yet, but I was also thinking of things that I want to do for Patreon if I ever get to it. I also did organize my little Patreon project section as well, but I kind of made it a Totoro theme. And then down here I have my daily journal. I have a board view, a gallery view. Basically for my daily journal section, I just write posts like a diary. It kind of divides my posts into good day, okay day, meh day, not very good day. This was kind of a new feature that I worked on. So I only have 4 posts because I am dealing with my kidney stones. I had some days of extreme pain, but then I also had some good okay days. But this was my personal page. And then next I have my shopping page. I love the pastel colors of it. Here I have pages of different grocery stores that I go to, and then within those pages I write a grocery list for that store. And then I have a current shopping list, and then I have an alt wish list, and then here's my Korea section. It's just a long list of things. Next we are going to move on to my studios. Here's my homepage, and then under directory we're going to YouTube Studio, and it's also on this little sidebar. So this is my YouTube Studio page. Here are my YouTube goals. So I want to upload every Sunday at 9 AM PST. I want to try for 4 to 5 uploads per month, 1 to 2 sponsorships per month, and I wrote about what I want to post exactly so that I can keep that in mind. So I want to post about my webtoon, Korean culture, K-pop, drama, anime, pop culture, life vlogs. Pretty straightforward, very Ono Nina. And then I have this little page of why I make YouTube videos. Sometimes you will go through periods of time where you kind of forget why you're doing something, and then you get a little lost. But that's why I have this page, to remind me of why I started making videos in the first place, and it's just a good reminder. And this pertains to anyone in society who's working. Sometimes you have to remind yourself why you do something. Right below that, I have my YouTube planner. Again, this is a timeline view. I don't have a task list because that's in my homepage, but I do like to kind of time out when I need to do stuff for YouTube. Right below, I have my upload schedule calendar. This is my YouTube schedule database. You can also change the name of your database here just so it can go with your page, and each little video on this upload schedule actually has a whole page. I can write my about for the video, things I need to do for the video, my shopping list for the video. I have an outline, a sponsor outline, description box, just everything that I need to organize my video. So right below the calendar, I have a table view of the same calendar. So everything you see here is this. I break it down into status, published date, whether it's been published, sponsor name, full title. I actually got this idea from Dobo Chobo, or Deborah. Love her very much. And then she got it from Chris Yu, who got it from someone else, blah blah blah. But it's a great way to organize yourself. And then I also have a video type section. This is a multi-select property, so I can write whether it's a sit-down video, a vlog, whether it's a tutorial, fashion related, all that. So that's my video database. And then under, I just have a video idea dump. I don't really have much here because it's all up here. And then next to my YouTube studio, I have my Webtoon studio. So this has a green theme to it. I added this gif of someone drawing because Webtoon, I am drawing, and I just thought green was a good color. Also, literally the Webtoon logo is green. So right here I have my Webtoon schedule calendar. Again, this is my Webtoon schedule database. So all the items are organized like this, and I have a visual note that each episode goes up on a Friday every other week. So my Webtoon is called To Love and Be Loved. Obviously there are a lot of characters, so I like to keep track of all of them. Here's my database. So I have a gallery view of my database. I also have a table view. So I have all of these properties, and I have all the character names. I have their type, such as main character, supporting character, tertiary character, antagonist, all of that. I have their Korean name, other name, birthday, zodiac, MBTI, birthplace, nationality, height, major, occupation, description. I even have their Pinterest boards because I do have Pinterest boards for all of my characters. I have done extensive research to come up with these characters. And then I have a gallery view of all of my characters. I basically just took pictures of all my characters and put them in the pages. Now the pictures show up like this. So for instance, we have my lead character Jihan, and then I have all of her pictures. Not all of them, but just like my favorites. And I did this for all of my characters. I'll show you how that works. Here's an empty page, and then I created a character bio template page. If you add it, there it is. I even added a link to an existing page, my Webtoon schedule. It's literally this. I just have it down here just in case. And then I have a page for scene folders. I sometimes come up with a random scene in my brain and I want to write it down. Then I'll go to the scene folder, I'll add a page and type out the scene. Other things, these are future projects. Maybe I want to have a shop for my Webtoon or for art related things. And then again, I linked an existing page. This is my Patreon that I talked about earlier. And then down here I have my Webtoon to do. This is the Webtoon schedule database, but in a board view. And then I have all of my episodes down here. So these things that you see here are also here and also here. The same exact database. So that was my Webtoon studio. I love it. And then here's my TikTok studio. I have not done much except for this idea dump, but you can even have your page look as simple as this and it gets the job done. But here I have an index of all the media I consume, or almost all of it. Here I have an anime section. I actually have a link to my anime list profile. Another great thing about Notion is you can directly put in links to stuff on your Notion. Here's my anime list. It just keeps track of all the anime I'm watching. I don't know if I put every single anime I've ever watched because sometimes I forget or it just doesn't come up in my brain. I literally have this page of anime I've watched. I have not updated this in a long time because I already have my anime list profile. I have films that I watched, and I have quotes that I like, quotes that I enjoy. I have a little note section so I can annotate that quote. Next, I have my book section. I have quotes from books that I've enjoyed. I have a book list. Did I even add anything in here? Oh, I did! I have not updated this in a while, but maybe I should. I have a list of webtoons that I read. K-dramas, I literally just listed my drama list. So here are all that I completed. Again, I don't know if I added every single one I've seen. Next, I have my music section. I have a list of Korean artists that I listen to, favorite BTS lyrics, favorite lyrics. And then I have my movies section. And for this, I quickly just linked my Letterboxd profile. I just got it recently. It is not very updated. I definitely have seen a lot more movies than this. But this was my media index, just keeping track of all the media I consume. And then these are all just pages that I have talked about. But that is pretty much my Notion. It literally is as me as it can be. It has all of the important pages that I care about, and I am able to organize my personal life, my work life with YouTube, with Webtoon, any other projects that are coming up in the future. And I think this is a great tool for anyone in school, in work, just anything. I just love how customizable it is, how functional and useful it is. And you can also actually have other people see your Notion as well. If you work in a company or have a team, you can also give them access to your Notion, so it's a collaborative space. They can add stuff, see the same things you're seeing. So it's really helpful, really useful. A lot of people are using it. I also jumped on the Notion train. So if you want to check out Notion for yourself, you can use the link down below in my description. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you again to Notion for partnering with me on this video and for helping me organize my life. I am going to put my laptop away. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye, my friends.